Parliamentary in 1966.
That'd be
She
fucking
was
turning in
16
the
and
grave.
single. He says she was meant to give him up for adoption because of the stigma.
Well, a campaign group called the Movement for Adoption Apology wants the government to say sorry for what happened to women like Sandra. And today, for the first time, a parliamentary committee met to examine the issue of forced adoptions. Jane Hesketh reports.
This is the moment Sandra met her son Tony for the first time in 53 years. When she last saw him, he was a week old. She was 16 when she got pregnant, and unmarried motherhood was considered unacceptable.
I just couldn't imagine giving him up, and I didn't want to give him up. But again, I had no choice. That was taken from me. I only had him a week, and then he was taken from me.
Today, an all-party parliamentary committee met for the very first time to discuss historical forced adoption. They'll be hearing women's experiences and also those of adoptees like Tony.
I've got no issues. I mean, at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. It's just the way back in like the 60s, well, 70s, 60s, 70s, you know, that's the way things were dealt with, and it's just all wrong. It's just diabolical.
It was wrong, yeah, it was.
Tony had been searching for his birth mother since he was a teenager, well before the internet and social media. But it was a breakthrough on a Facebook site for people looking for relatives that found Sandra, and they swapped numbers.
Well, this boy says to me, "Hello, is that Sandra?" And I said, "Yes, is that Tony?" And that was it. Both of us went to pieces. We couldn't talk to one another. So Tony's partner, Emma, had to take over the phone call, and my son, Jason, had to take over, and they had to speak to one another till we could pull ourselves together to talk to one another.
So what was the big reunion like?
He turned up at the door, and I said to him, I promised I wasn't going to cry again. But there I was crying because, you know, he was there in the flesh, and I'm thinking, my God, it's finally happened. He's knocking on my door.
The irony's not lost on them that we were in lockdown when they found the person they most wanted to see.
That's been like a standing joke when we've been telling our friends that, you know, I've got a son, and they're all so
It's been a
good.
secret. You haven't been able to tell anybody
I haven't.
for all, you
No.
know, for all
A
those
secret
years.
I've carried for years and years and years. You know, and to be able to tell people now, it is the greatest feeling. I'm so proud.
They'd both like an acknowledgement from the government that historical forced adoption happened. But for now, they're just thoroughly enjoying being mother and son. Jane Hesketh, ITV News.
Well, you can catch up